Identiscan complete. Approved for maximum discretion. All records of this meeting will be deleted. I am MQ-12, liaison to the Ministry of War's Mercenary Recruitment Division. I find appropriate employment for talented freelance soldiers serving the Empire. Would you be interested in acquiring a combatant who achieved a perfect score on the Mechas Aggression Index?
I've never heard of this aggression index before. Explain it.
The test measures an individual's psychological predisposition toward violence and effectiveness at channeling hostility during combat encounters. Perfect scores are exceedingly rare. The Science Bureau has classified this mercenary as a hopelessly primitive creature from an undeveloped Outer Rim system, but judged it as useful nonetheless. It has served Imperial interests on Balmorra and Taris. Most recently, it proved invaluable to operations on Corellia by assassinating over 15 enemy commanders.
Mercenaries exaggerate their accomplishments. But if that number is anywhere near accurate, I'd say this is someone I should meet.
By all accounts, the mercenary was frequently mistaken for a misshapen drawl. By the time our foes realized their error, it was too late. Judge for yourself. It understands our language well enough and will respond in its own crude fashion. The subject calls itself Treek.
Ani bicha, adada baga paraki, ratibojanani, ekapakocho, para makamamuki.
That's most generous of you. I'm surprised you've heard so much about me. I work hard to suppress my reputation.
Sarakara, amarisate vatakata kimchi parantu, ti nativunki, karasokochoko. Ano jovicho, ajo paniamaria yoda, rokana kara reyam checheim, avadukamya karechi.
Welcome to my crew, Treek. Your contract with me begins immediately. Ready?
Kobaji jajabo. Amisoro bagavindeja papukoja. Karani kete abdos oyachi. Akayam opakaya kimata samajikawa svaro da baharo chikichiya. Kokasa otomnati.
I'm glad you found this transaction worth your time. The Ministry of War thanks you. Good day.
I assume you've settled in?
Trana parabora, nabalale, na, I time, sudi amamenti mamani, abaka, vicheta karkabo bebapatasi, somuichori tatasida. Ano jovicho, ajo pania Maria yoda, rokana kara reyam checheim, avadukamya karechi. Amia, kasana, mandi darete tutuchije, sudi antam panimbo putovam, kanana babaji chokota.
You flew a starship by yourself? How did you even get a hold of one if your homeworld doesn't have any?
Aranaja, kadudo ekabavrem natapabariga avie. Amia, kasana, mandi darete tutuchije, sudi antam panimbo putovam, kanana babaji chokota. Taraka, fitas no ne alfosi jameni, timana, davano ya bijakata bala, dasta video, prastuto sechimisata.
If you wiped out the whole crew, who was left to repair the vessel so you could leave?
Akayam, opakaya kimata, samajikawa svaro da baharo chikichiya, kokasa otomnati. Eka viatinia adarita la bovekajime, chimine karana kite jutoda mi mata, napakora, kanunisela.
Those friends of yours, who were they? Why did they attack Republic targets on Nar Shaddaa?
Avikaro, vivida la kota davare, kavavamam, avigia alagaba vivigana abakota ave. Bilati dvara joviye, kama sinsikal jabania, agidado gorevavare. Avichuta, batis yanki ambesi samparka, gario grupo kashkaya.
You look cheerful today.
Nupita sete sonivare papaporini, ati tamina abula, para koi kapgate se paharata. क्या वर्षे मती ममुत्रा बंदा मम करले केरा प्रकुरिसे hata si koicho ochima mandi karkachi amita manani babakab kamino no desida anekamaruchi.
Embarked on a bit of intelligence gathering. Good for you. Knowledge is power. Did you find anything interesting?
Jamina grupa grax victorie. Motra pinda tafetita makiche puravote vivina ipakikla akereno no bekiche. Ami badnom ami satatrana para vida hita chakota. Temani katotodon samia vedera ralalo sutika orto tabimi virota yojache.
You took on a whole enemy tribe alone, and won. How did this happen?
No mari, jate stresa. Insata karana ki konto tamani pramme. Nadari viata kani hakaka. Se kayo mata. Samano la dali me metisa sa milea manasa. Joras tiria rajabani habas hasta no maita mamate. Nurtamani daraka rada andovorite kandra agadundagati icha kotichiche.
It's in the nature of my work to cover my tracks. I'll leave a mark, but it shall be anonymous.
Mudavari apalim nomicha choco kiara sampata tese. Eka viatinia atarita la bobeika shime chimine karana kite jutoda mi mata napakora anuni sala. Chadapi tamara sastro malababa mati amalada che. Shavanya magi.
Did you want to talk?
Temani katotodon samia vedera ralalo sutika orto tabimi virota yojache. Kama para panakana divaso arta ataichiam sieki maka ganerata nati.
They didn't appreciate what makes you special, Treek, but I do. You found your place in the galaxy.
Piroda nesele esambali of kanuni dibaga. Temani katotodon samia vedera ralalo sutika orto tabimi virota yojache. No mari, jate stresa. Insata karana ki konto tamani pramme. Nadari viata kani hakaka. Se kayo mata.
An eternal warrior surrounded by flames. That could be good or bad, depending on the context. Did you have any other dreams?
Reti kamika kimara angosa vaki nanjache. Sundara stri balatempi kavadim lava anonuba nanda semita.
I'm glad you feel that way, because we're not running out of battles to fight anytime soon.
Yap, wichuninga ninga. Chadapi, tamara sastro, malababa, mati amalada che.
Something is bothering you.
Karabavian, ana ugar sangkalanini amamaroto tusmamenche. Apaxio, tranos vaditasi, inda nakyo che sharakipi karine mamadada panitemini pagedatachi. Eka viatinia atarita la bobeika shime, chimine karana kite jutoda mi mata napakora, anuni sala.
Even the Empire frowns on making a meal out of something that can form a complete sentence.
Bilati dvara joveye, kama sinsika jabani gidado gorevavare. Adarita, yamagrupa. Ekawucho michi nyum.
You will not make a stew out of another intelligent being, especially not aboard my ship. Do you understand me?
Ajuda sa bo se satarita seja reda paperik elemo mulakatang mateeka. No ja no na hato tia ekala chengola viti sore riba cheche.
In my line of work, one cannot afford to be too picky. I was trained to be omnivorous to ensure my survival.
Samalele mime sama minasa ishwaraba. Sumucho tamare nos taparia pinata pataro mukocho mangocha.
You wanted to speak?
Avikaro vivida la kota tabare kavavamam avitia alagaba vivikana abakota ave. Ini chatur lordo jivima mamumota nubroda. Pibokachi no kakishichachik.
People like me can do their jobs because people like you attract all the attention. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Agale samaye amafurina tiam sudisara arako. Samano la dali me metisa sa milea manasa. Joras tiria rajabani habas hasta no maita mamate. Tajitadaran, tripa, taramiminya sa dyan na bumumi, hati kayam, amani siya mamamamati, kiyo mapapasise.
Never say never. The Empire signed a treaty with the Republic before. It could happen again.
Karyakam, kada karaverna kola batalaga siyo, esya liso alanin na niya. Apaksyo, tranos vaditasi, indab, nakyo che sharakipi karine mamatada, panitemini, pagedatachi.
What's on your mind?
Idada, rishi siro shodo sta ubo koronob. Sa manola tali me mesisa sa milea manasa. Chorastiria, Rajabani, habas hasta no may mamate.
How many years do members of your species usually live?
Amiya, kasana, mandidarete tutuchije sodi antampanimbo putovam, kanana babaji chokota. Tiam kuba. Savura, akechije sharema apana, stresa karavum. Timana kasamuya turdasa. Unde kito jamana sodo onka stara bartuchimi me mimita rastita. Tiano yavi. Buenaka, patolo yakonia.
We can keep your name alive forever. Everything you've ever done can be stored on the HoloNet as data. I'll show you.
No ba mami siya muto ka din mo prema, anarada, avapaporti mi minte siya akichi. Karyakam, kada karaverna kola batalaga siya, esya liso alanin na niya. Kanawichu lamba, maramitra.